We are perturbed and disturbed by recent government direction that that they are intending to increase taxes on beer. Like the bar behind me has been demolished, and those people who are working here are no longer working now. We've faced calamities in COVID-19. Bars were closed. We've not even recovered. And then the government intends to continue taxing beer. It is inordinately too wrong to ever think of taxing or increasing the taxes on beer when people are no longer taking beer. We are no longer making sales that we used to make. Many laborers who used to take beer have already vacated the practice, and bars are actually surviving on the mercy of God. We are surviving on heaps and burdens of rent arrears. We are surviving on loans. Then the government decides to increase the price of beer. It is inordinately too long. Those people who take beer first feed their family. Therefore, beer is a secondary activity, not a primary activity. We are in the entertainment industry. You want to entertain people when they have money. So when the industry is going down, the government thinks of taxing without ever even calling bar owners to a certain meeting and know their problems. We were promised that there is 4 billion for us to at least uplift the standards of our bars and stock up our bars after COVID. We have not received the money. The money is not there. Many bars are being closed. Some are being demolished because they can no longer keep up. We are surviving on rent arrears. We don't have workers. We are actually scaling down our workers. It is inordinately wrong for the government. Actually, we can only equate it to a person who is in the ward and at the intensive care unit. And then the doctor decides, because another patient requires blood, you go to that patient who is already in the intensive care unit. It is wrong. Wrong, and we cannot support it. The Pubs Restaurants Association of Kenya went to court, and then the same was vacated. So why now, when all bars are actually struggling to survive, why should we increase the taxes on beer? We should have come up with other methods of making sure that the bars are operating on profit. Right now they are operating on deficit. So you cannot tax deficit. It is not proper. It is not good. It is not equal to the tax. The government should come in and understand why people on the ground are angry on some decisions that are being made. We are calling on the government that the same should be vacated. It is not the right time for the government to tax beer, to increase taxes on beer. It is not the right time. Actually, it was the taxes on beer were second to none. We were always number one. Right now, we've fallen. Our people are closing. Bars are being closed. Bars are in court. People are in court. Some bars are surviving on orders from the tribunals and all that. You see, 9 months closure, and then the landlord was not asked not to levy for the 9 months. These people are dying. Simply, it is like a nail in a dying industry. You are trying to put a nail in the coffin of a dying industry. The government should refrain from the same. And if the same continues, we will find more bars closing. You will be out of business. We used to have 6,000 bars in Kiambu County. Right now we are operating on below 3,500. 2,500 has already gone. Our stocks, we used to stock up stocks of 600,000. Right now we are buying beer on pieces. We cannot even buy a full crate of beer. We are buying on pieces. Actually, premium beer will be nothing in the past. Actually, what we are saying is, if the government don't understand the problems on the ground, then we should make them understand. Let them call us and we give them the facts on the ground. It is no longer workable. It is no longer tenable. The industry is dying. The government is doing nothing. Some people have resorted now to go to drinking opaque beer, homemade opaque beer, because they need that. They have the urge to drink beer, but they don't have the money in the pocket. We have several bars. We have this one already where we are doing this interview. There is another one there which was used to be called Sarvit. It is down. We have several cases of bars that have been auctioned. There is Wasafi there downstream. Very many bars have been auctioned, and very many other bars are surviving on orders of the court. So otherwise, when we are saying that this industry is grossly affected by either COVID, the 9 months that we closed, then we should not expect that the same government comes in again and releases measures on how to tax a dying industry. Previously, we used to have employment in above over 54,000. Right now, even a big bar, you find people operating with 2 workers, 3 workers only. Small bars, the person at the counter is also the person at the service. So the industry is dying. So don't tax a dying industry. For heaven's sake, you should never go for blood from the patient in ICU. You should not go for blood.